Hi everyone. So today I want to talk about trust and cryptography and how we can use these two to solve a lot of the problems that are present in blockchain right now. So I know a lot of people value self custody. A lot of people value, just storing their seed phrases and keeping them private, and they value that because if your private key is just private to you, no one knows about it. Um, you know, your funds are safe. But a problem that is present currently in blockchain and in this new era of decentralization is a lot of money, a lot of value, a lot of assets are lost every every single day because of lost or forgotten seed phrases. And what I realized is true sovereignty doesn't have to be solitude. It doesn't mean solitude, but we can use the old ways, the ancient ways, because ancient societies thrived because of trust. But it's not trust like we know it. It's not trust like how corporate companies take all your data, how corporate companies monetize your data and control everything. Your community can safeguard your assets without them knowing what asset they're safeguarding, like without them being able to see the asset itself. So this gives you control, but also gives your community the ability to safeguard your asset and in a decentralized manner, and you retain the full sovereignty, 100% sovereignty. So how is this possible? So I've just been thinking about an idea that I want to build, and I think this is a novel idea. So 20 million dollars worth of Bitcoin has been lost because of lost seed phrases, forgotten seed phrases, and all that value is gone. And if you're like me and you put a lot of assets in crypto, sometimes you worry about whether you can be able to safeguard your seed phrase. What happens if you lose your private key or your seed phrase after 5 years, which is highly likely, you know, just safeguarding a random 12 number, 12 words seed phrase is not safe at all. You might forget about the seed phrase after a long time, right? So what a lot of companies do. So there are companies, especially here in Asia, because I've been in Asia and I've realized that there are companies that manage private keys for rich people who have assets in crypto. And what they do is they use these Shamir secret sharing. So these are very amazing algorithm that I've been using. And let's check what Shamir secret sharing does. And then we'll see how we can use this technology and the ancient form of trust to safeguard our assets and retain 100% sovereignty. So, Shamir secret sharing is an important cryptographic algorithm that allows private information to be distributed securely among an untrusted network. So, it allows you to to safeguard your assets, and your asset is held by individuals in untrusted network. So let's see how it works. So in cryptography, secret sharing is a way to securely distribute fragments of important private information among a distributed network or group, making such schemes particularly useful for safeguarding highly sensitive information like private cryptographic keys or biometric data. Secret sharing works by splitting private information into smaller pieces or shares and then distributing those shares among a group of network. So basically, what Shamir secret sharing does is it allows you to split a private key or any secret into shares. So you can split the private key into two up to 255 shares. And during the splitting process, you decide the threshold. A threshold is a number which must be greater or equal to the number of shares you're splitting the key into. And this threshold is what is required to reconstruct the original secret. So you have a private key, you split it into, let's say, 200 pieces, and then you say you want a threshold of 10, which means you need 10 pieces to reconstruct the original secret. So if you have 10 pieces from these array of 200 pieces, you can reconstruct the original secret. But if you have 9 pieces, you can't. And if you have one piece, you can't. And you have 3 pieces, you can. So what happens is all these pieces, all these different pieces, each of them is going to be stored in a different computer in a network. So one computer holds one piece, another computer holds another piece, another computer holds another piece. And this way, your original secret now is safeguarded by these computers. Each computer cannot reconstruct the original secret itself because the piece is useless to it. The piece without the other pieces is useless, so it cannot reconstruct the original secret, and so the computer cannot take your funds, right? So this is how Shamil secret sharing works, and it's a very good algorithm. And my idea is, instead of having like computers and stuff, we can create a network of human beings. So you split your secret, and then your secret is distributed across a network of human beings. And these human beings, I'm calling them guards. So the guards each store one piece. So every guard stores one piece for you. They can store pieces for everyone else. So the guards, they can do anything with it, with a piece, because the piece itself is useless. And whenever you lose your private key, you know, the protocol itself is gonna get the pieces from the guards, and the guards can be like real users, and the protocol gets the pieces and then it reconstructs the original secret, and you'll be able to recover your private key. So this is the idea. Your keys, your kingdom, it's recoverable and it's decentralized. So you lose your phone, you lose your fortune, because a lot of people, when you lose your phone, a lot of people save like their seed phrases maybe on their phone, and when they lose that, they're devastated. God lets you recover crypto keys using Telegram. No seed phrases, no banks, no gods. So Telegram has a massive user base, 800 million people. So what I did is I built a simple Telegram bot and interact with this bot. And this bot just asks you, do you wanna import any secret or private key, so that I can help you store it across a network of real human beings, real guards who are real Telegram users. And when you put a secret or a private key, it gets splitted into shards locally on your device on the client side, which is safe because the private key never leaves your device and it's split to shards. And the protocol itself, the logic in the bot distribute the shards to random guards, and the guards they get a bot notification that this person is requesting you to store their shard, and the guard doesn't even see the shard because it's encrypted and it's stored on their phone on local storage. Or we can even set up something like IPFS. So if you want to register as a guard, we create an IPFS account for you. You don't have to interact with IPFS. We can do that through a bot command, and you have access to the IPFS, and you don't even know the shards that you're storing, right? So another thing is we need to make sure the guards do not behave maliciously, right? We need to incentivize them for good behavior. And so how we can do this is actually through something called proof of stake. So before you become a guard, you have to stake some tokens. And so I'm building a blockchain network that is gonna power this guard ecosystem, and it is gonna be a token standard, and everyone to be a guardian or to be a guard to safeguard other people's shards. You have to stake some tokens, and we're gonna have like mechanisms to detect whether you're acting maliciously and slash the tokens that you've staked. Another thing is when you become a guard, you get rewards. After storing shards, you get rewarded by tokens, right? So I think this is a very novel idea, and I think this is an idea that is worth exploring because private key management is a real need. So this is God. So I'm just gonna go through it. So in a world of perfect code, humans remain the weakest link. We forget, we fail, we fall. 20% of all Bitcoin is lost forever. Seed phrases are brittle by design. I say seed phrases are a UX crime because it's not a good user experience. So God is where ancient trust meets modern cryptography. You can recover your keys through Telegram, no new apps, no complicated setups. So how it works is you repeat your keys, and then trusted users who are the guards, and they have staked some tokens. They hold their shards securely in their Telegram chats. Lose access, and you can recover anytime. So request shards back your Telegram. No servers, no middleman. So why Telegram? 800 million people already use Telegram. No new apps, no complicated setups. And to end encrypted, you should never leave your charts. Simple, familiar interface for both technical and non-technical users. So Telegram can be used as a proof of concept, but we can also design a social file network that is decentralized, maybe leveraging a blockchain like the internet computer. And I think this is a system that the world needs. So I'm gonna give you more updates on how this goes.